Hello ladies, welcome back to our I've Decided challenge. We're on day 15, okay? That's 15. That means we are halfway through this challenge. I don't know about you watching, but I have already seen so much progress. I have seen like different shifts in my physical health because one of my affirmations is I'm a healthy person. My hair has been getting healthier. My skin is looking great. My natural nails, I don't know if the camera will pick up if you can see. Let me see if it'll focus. That's my natural nail underneath these tips. So like my natural nails have grown out so much just in the 15 days that we've been doing this challenge, and I'm someone who used to bite my nails, so that was like a really big one. I've also noticed that like in my 3D experience, people are expressing to me that I'm an expert at manifestation, that I'm an expert in my field. I've had multiple videos where people have actually used that word expert in my field, that I know what I'm talking about, that I know what I'm doing here, and that's so encouraging. And also I'm experiencing all of my desires now, even though I can accept and admit and recognize that it's impossible for us to receive all of our desires in one go, in one moment, because that kind of defeats the purpose of life being an adventure. But so many of my desires are coming in, some at a trickle and some at a downpour. So the results that you're getting in this challenge are going to vary. But I really do hope that this challenge is helping you stay accountable to the new you and is encouraging you to continue to persist in your manifestations. And I hope all of you are getting results. If any of you have gotten results so far, 15 days into the challenge, please put them in the comments below. I would really love to know the progress that you're making. Even if you don't feel like you're seeing 3D progress, even if the progress is just in your heart and having a change of who you identify as. Because again, that's the purpose of this, is deciding we are who we say we are. So if you tuned into yesterday's video, which I hope you did, I know we've had some pretty weird numbers going on. So some people are just watching these challenge videos because of the lesson that's attached to them and not necessarily watching the challenge videos from day 1 to day 15 where we're on now, which is totally fine. That's why I do these lessons alongside the challenge. But if you did watch yesterday's video, then you know I made a little heads up announcement that I am going to give you, as a viewer of this challenge video, an exclusive offer, an exclusive chance to get a hold of the ultimate self-concept workbook. And it really is the ultimate self-concept workbook because I go over limiting beliefs, childhood wounding, romantic partnerships, health, identity, anything that is related to self-concept. And these are journal prompts that are meant to really dig deep. They are designed to help you truly transform from the beginning of the workbook till the end. And on top of that, I've included 5 visualizations and a manifestation dictionary to help kind of give you a good idea of what lingo we use in the manifestation world and what everything really means to support you for success. So for my challenge viewers, for my video viewers today, I have a discount code. It is FIRST7. So that's FIRST in capital letters if you'd like, and the number 7. I think that's, or it would maybe be 7 for you watching. I never remember if these are mirrored or not. But FIRST7, because there are only 7 coupons available. So the first 7 people who purchase the workbook will get $17 off. It's a $47 workbook, and honestly, I could charge way more, but $47 really felt like the right price because it's enough of an investment for you to go, oh, I should probably work through this workbook. I should probably use it. But it's not so out of reach for most people that even if it's a bit of a stretch for you financially right now, I really am intending that you see the benefit in it, that you recognize that working on yourself and having a guided workbook and journaling and practicing journaling and using the visualizations in there will not only help you understand who you are today, but help you to commit to making the decision of who you're going to be in the future, the identity that you're shifting into. All of those journal prompts are prompts that I continue to ask myself day in and day out, to keep my self-concept up, to maintain all the progress that I've made. So there's tons of value in it. It's definitely worthwhile. And so on top of the first 7 discount, okay? First 7 people will get $17 off. That makes the workbook $30, totally reasonable. But the first 4 people also will get a chance to have a one-to-one coaching session. So I'm only going to give away 1 coaching session. But what I will do is from the first 4 people who purchase that workbook, I'm going to put your names in a random name generator, and either I'll write them on paper and pull them out, or I'll do it on the computer, a random name generator. But out of the first 4 people who purchase, only 1 of them is going to get a free one-to-one coaching session with me. It will be a video coaching session over Google Meet. Don't worry about time zones. We can make it work. I can be very flexible with my schedule. So even if you're purchasing from another country to enter into this challenge, sweepstakes, I guess you want to call it, raffle is a better word, it's still available to you to have that one-to-one session. And I don't presently sell one-to-one sessions. I don't know if I ever will sell one-to-one sessions again in the future. So the only way for you to get a one-to-one session with me is to enter the raffle. Now that we've got all the business side done, let's get into today's video lesson, which is honestly one of the most powerful lessons that I could teach you, besides understanding self-concept and understanding like the human psyche and childhood trauma and nervous system regulation and emotional intelligence. All of those are very important too. But in manifestation, we talk about scripting. We talk about being the main character. We talk about being the director of your movie. We talk about like this is your world and you get to decide how you show up in it. But I want to really help you conceptualize what all of that means. And I'm going to break it down in movie terms so that I think everybody can understand the way a movie's put together and the work that's required to make a film that people feel inspired by and they want to watch over and over and over again. And when I think about my life, when I leave this world in my physical body, I want my story to be one that I could tell over and over and over and over again. I want my story to be one that if I had to watch that movie over and over and over again, I would fall more and more in love with it every time I watched it. That's the experience I'm creating here. And in order to create that version of my movie, I have to be a really good writer. I have to be a really good actor. I have to be a really good director. I have to make sure that the resources to make this movie, produce this movie in the way that I envision it are there and available to me. So when it comes to building your movie set, you have people who do hair and makeup. You have people who do the wardrobe. You have people who do the place setting, like where the actual movie is going to be filmed. And when we think about that in real life, right? Each of us wakes up in the morning, we have our routines and rituals, and we get ourselves ready for the day. So what costume are you wearing today? Who is your character going to be? And how do we use that costume, which I'm wearing actually like a very costumey shirt. But how do we use that costume, that wardrobe, to tell the viewers of the movie who this character is? Right? I would hope that this shirt shows that I'm artistic, that I'm fun, that it's very flowy, and it's very comfortable, and I'm loose, and I'm comfortable, and it's a bold print, so I have to be kind of confident when I go out wearing this. I can't go out and be like insecure and be like, don't look at me, because it's a very bold print. It's gonna get me noticed. I mostly just wear it because it's big and it's flowy. Like it's an extra large, but it's also designed to be really big. So like my character today is fashionable. She is exciting. She's bubbly. She's confident. She thinks outside the box, and you can tell by her wardrobe that that's how she feels. And so the same thing goes with your makeup, and not just that, but how is the character holding their body, right? What kind of vernacular, what kind of speech is that character using when they talk to other people? What is their attitude on things? What is their stance on things, right? So this is your character. You're building your character from head to toe. This is the main concept of manifestation, is who is your character? You're in this world. We have this open world existence. We get to go explore all these many places. We get to try different foods. We get to interact with other characters in this world. It's fun. It should be really exciting. And so as you step out your door and enter the world, or even before you step out your door, obviously, like, I'm filming this in my home, so you're seeing me from my home, but I'm interacting with you as another person. How I present myself matters, and how you present yourself matters, because that's your character. The world is going to judge you for that character that you're projecting outwardly. Now, scripting. We can talk about the literal technique of scripting, which I know in previous videos, I always say, like, oh, scripting doesn't work for me. It's not that it doesn't work for me. I absolutely love it. It's just not natural for me. And in fact, I am doing a scripting challenge for myself. Like, it's me versus me in this scripting challenge, to encourage myself to build a love and affinity for that method of manifestation, because it's great. I love to journal. Scripting is just another version of that. And so you can literally get a pen and paper and script, or you can script on your phone, or you can, type up a blog post. I used to, years and years ago, I had a blog that was like ADHD related and lifestyle related. And that was kind of my expression of, I'm scripting this identity as I'm living it. But you don't have to literally write anything down. You don't have to put anything into words to script your movie. Your affirmations and how you talk to yourself, your inner conversations, when it's you talking to you and all the different parts of you communicating, that's your script. That's in a way, you're telling the character what's next. You are telling the character, okay, this is where we're at and this is how we feel and what's next. And in a movie script, like, that's where you give all the characters lines. If there's a fight scene, right? The antagonist is doing this thing and they say this, and now the protagonist has to respond this way, and now they're fighting back and forth, and this is how they're going to react to each other, right? If you're scripting that in a movie, you're predicting the outcome based on that interaction. And the same goes for in real time, when you're interacting with someone, whether that's your specific person, whether that is, even if it's your inner dialogue, that's included as well, but you're, interacting with a specific person, or interacting with your parents or your coworkers or your friends or strangers, right? All of those interactions are in the movie script. How your character shows up in the world affects those interactions. So if your character shows up confidently in the world, because your character is a confident person, throughout every interaction, good, bad, ugly, whatever, your character is going to express themselves from a place of confidence. Whereas if you've written your character to be really low self-esteem, really struggling mentally, really weak, really like just a poor image of themselves, then in every interaction, that script is going to be like, their shoulders were slumped and they had a look of like dissatisfaction on their face, and they spoke with like a hopeless tone in their voice. Like, you know what I mean? When we watch a movie, sometimes we're not thinking about everything that went behind it to create that, but this is the work that took to build that movie. And your movie is the same concept. So all of these little details, how is your character walking? How are they talking? How are they thinking? How are they relating to others? That's your movie being made as we speak. And not only that, we also talk about the role of the director. So we know the actor's role is just to follow the script. The writer's role is to make the script. The actor reads the script and performs, and they may take liberties, right? Nothing is set in stone, but that character knows who they are. That character knows exactly where they are right now, and in fact, in a movie, that character knows who that character is going to become. They've read the whole script by the time they're filming the movie. And so you have to think of that as this now moment versus the future. You're writing that script, but you're also the character who has to act that script out. So if I am today a healthy person, but my aim is to become healthier, in my script, I have certain things written down that say, okay, this is one step I'm going to take to be healthier. I'm going to say this affirmation to become a healthier person. I'm going to look at myself in the mirror this way as a healthy person. I'm going to take care of my spiritual health in this way. I'm going to take care of my relational health in this way. And that's all in the script. And then as the actor, as the actress, I get to live that script out. I get to act out that script. But there's also the role of the director. And what the director does is he goes, cut, stop the movie, stop the filming. I don't like this. I don't like how this is going. I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like how you're carrying yourself. I don't like where you're standing. I don't like the tone you're using. I think you're crying too hard, or you're not crying enough. You need this type of emotion, not that type of emotion. Let's change the prop. Let's change the background. Let's change the lighting. The director gets to direct that movie. So as all of these moving parts are coming together, the director's job is to direct. And what does it mean to direct something? It means you're steering the ship. The director is going to make those changes as the movie's being filmed to make sure that that movie turns out phenomenal. That's a part of your job too. It's not just to say, okay, I've scripted and this is my character and this is my wardrobe and this is my setting and this is the story. It's also your job to be the director of your life and go, you know what? I don't like the way this plot is going. Let me take a new direction and let me change it to this. And instead, this is how you're going to talk to this person. And this is how you're going to show up here. And actually, I think you're going to quit your job and you're going to go work here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you as the director, you're not just in the director role or just in the actor role or just in the scriptwriter role. You are all of them all at once, all the time. And that means if you don't like your movie, if you're watching your movie play out before you and you hate it and you're like, this is the worst movie I could ever see. If you're looking at your life and it's a sad movie and you'd rather it be a happy and hopeful movie, you get to change that. You get to change the character. You get to change the script. You get to change the direction of that movie. And what it takes in this analogy is to get a better angle. It's to maybe throw out the old script and write a completely new one. I know that that's what I did. I had this old script of my old identity, my old self-concept, all of these ways I had identified myself, all of these beliefs about myself I was holding on to. And little by little, and then all at once, I was like, this movie sucks. I'm not going to waste my time on this movie. This movie's not worth filming. It's not worth creating. It's not worth watching. This is not the kind of movie I want to watch over and over and over again and retell over and over and over again. And that's kind of the problem that I had before, is I was so stuck in the old movie, I just kept replaying the old movie. No matter how terrible of an experience it was to watch, I kept consuming the storyline of that movie. And what I mean by that is I kept saying, I'm unhealthy. I kept saying, I'm unhappy. I kept saying, I'm ungrateful. I kept saying, this isn't enough. I kept saying, I want more. I kept saying, I'm stuck. I kept saying, I don't know what to do. I kept saying, I don't know how to get out of this, right? I was so stuck replaying the old movie over and over and over again. I completely forgot and got so lost that I wasn't recognizing, this is my movie. This is my job. I get to rewrite the script. I get to change the character completely. I get to then direct the movie. I get to steer the ship. And this is what I want you to walk away with, is There's not one part of this that's you. It's all coming from you. You get to decide how you carry yourself, how you dress yourself, how you show up in the world. You get to decide the wardrobe that you wear and how that makes you feel about yourself and what it means about you. You get to define yourself. And you get to decide, if you don't like the script, you get to change it and write a better one. And if you don't like the way the movie's panning out, you are the director. You get to try again. You get to keep making a better movie and a better movie and a better movie. And that's where the persistence comes in, is knowing the power is always yours. If you are living a life and it feels like you're stuck in a terrible movie, it's because you made that movie. You wrote that movie. You're acting in that movie. You're directing that movie. And so give yourself permission to just throw it all out. Who cares? Who cares how long you've been stuck there? Who cares how long you've been upset with yourself? Who cares how long things have not been going your way? At any moment, you have the power to decide, I'm done. This is not my movie anymore. This is what I say my movie is. This is who I say I am. And this is how it's going to be from now on. So we're on day 15 of the challenge. So what we're going to write in the comments below is 14 days ago, I decided that I am a healthy person. 14 days ago, I decided that I am an expert at manifestation. 14 days ago, I decided that I am experiencing all of my desires right here, right now. And that's what it takes. Write a new movie. Write a new script. Be a better actor in your story. Show up for yourself. I know that this video was helpful. It was kind of fun to explain it in this way. I really love analogies and metaphors, so I'd love to know in the comments if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and if you have not yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified for the next 15 days when I do upload these challenge videos. Thank you for everyone who is participating in the challenge, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!